ClickUp is too much for me. I don't need it to do all that. If you said this before, you're in the right place. To Bree, I'm a Christian stay-at-home mom, system strategist, and the person who finally figured out how to build a business when you're solo parenting with no childcare and no village. I build interruption-proof workflows done for you so your business stops relying on your memory at 3 a.m. and starts running even when the real boss wakes up early. If you're tired of doing things the hard way, stay right here. Okay, first point, admin tasks. The things that you have to do all the time. Maybe write that email or post on social media, update your website, get your systems together, like whatever your admin tasks are that you do all the time, set it on a reminder so you remember when to do it. I know I have a reminder in ClickUp like, hey, make sure your links are all up to date and all the various places that you put them, because over time your links change because you change and grow as a business owner. So you could definitely use ClickUp to put all those admin tasks in. One list, really simple, that's it. Every Thursday I need to do this. Boom. One less thing you have to remember and it's off your plate, and ClickUp helps you with that. So that's one way that you can use it as really simple before going into all the different things that ClickUp has to offer. That's just one thing. The second thing you can use is for your content, where you script your content out. I know a lot of people like to use Airtable, and if you like to use Airtable, that's great. Go for it. I love using Airtable, but for the sake of this video, you can script your content in ClickUp. This is what I do so I can see all my content if I need to go back. I even have it linked in there too, where like a custom field is the YouTube video link. So I know, oh, let me go back to this YouTube video. But I script my YouTube videos and my newsletter emails in there. And it's super easy for me. I just go in there, type what I need to type, and that way ClickUp has it saved for me. So if I ever need to go back, like, oh, what was that? It's right there. That's another way that you can use ClickUp. You can have the same list. But if you don't want to separate, like I have mine separate, like YouTube videos, emails. If you don't want to separate, you can use custom fields. And you can be like, okay, this task is an email. And then make sure you put email, or this is for Instagram, or this is for YouTube, or this is for Threads. Like you can have all these different things there so that when it's time to do your content, it's all in one place and it's not maybe in your notes app in your phone or somewhere else. And another thing, a cool thing that you can use with ClickUp, I know this is keeping it simple and easy. There's a form, and you can create a form to that list. And then so say if you have a content idea and you're like, oh, I need this to be an email. You can put that as like, save it as like a web app on your phone, and then it will put it in that list for you when you're ready to like script your content ideas further, or you need to do something else with it. You can either put a due date, you can have the question, is it an email or something like that. You can keep it really simple and keep your stuff all in one place. I like to have mine separate, but you use it for how you want to. So there's two ways you can do that. So that's the second way you can use ClickUp. That's as simple as you can get with ClickUp. You don't need to do too much. You do not need to worry about the automations. You don't need to worry about there's docs, there's this, there's that, which you can do. But that is more of experience when you're ready to like, oh, I want to have my docs in here, or oh, I want to do this. But you can really just create one list, put your admin tasks in there, and put your content. Basically two lists. And that's how easy ClickUp can be. You don't even have to worry about everything else where it has the chat feature or the chat feature or the docs or the clips, which you can also use clips too. And that's it. And I'm actually going to show you. I do have a template. It is a little more advanced, I will say, but I will show you that. But I'm going to actually show you what I was talking about with like, you can just have a list for content and admin things and keep going. So I'm going to share right now. When you go into ClickUp, usually there's going to be like a one, this is my template, but this is going to be like a one space kind of thing. And it'll just have a list. Okay. So we're going to call this list my admin list. Like I was saying earlier, how you could just put some things that you need to do. And if you needed it to be recurring, you can be like, oh, let's use this task, for example. Change it out. Where are we at? So say you're like, I want it to happen today. And you're like, ooh, set recurring. Then you can recur forever. You can do it weekly, daily, monthly, yearly, days after a custom. And you can make it where it's like on the second week or the third week or the fourth week. This is how I have my YouTube videos set up. Like every first week of the month, I need to script YouTube videos. The second week of the month, I need to film them. The third week, I need to edit them. And then the fourth week, I need to schedule them. You could do this with anything. So say if you're like, every week I need to change out my links for my YouTube video, you could put that here and then it'll always pop up. So that would be a great way for you to use that. And you could just use this main list for everything. Now, say you're a person on the go and you're like, okay, well, I need to put this idea somewhere and I'm trying to get out of my notes. You can create a form here, like I said earlier. You can have it where it has questions and it duplicates one for you if you want to use their template. And based on the questions that you put on the form, you can have it pop up as a task here. So and you can save this on your phone, like I said previously. So that way when you're out about like, oh, I need to go do this for somebody, you can put it here and it will pop up. So when you come back into ClickUp the next day, it will be there ready for you to go, instead of you trying to remember it in your brain. I did say I had another one for content. We can just make this. So say, and then also folder, doc, dashboard, but you ain't got to worry about that. Super simple. Okay. We can keep this super simple for you to use it. And then we're just going to put content. This is as simple as we're going to make it. Obviously, there's a bunch of AI that ClickUp has added. So you're gonna play with that. But say this is like newsletter 1. And then we can add a custom field. So you can do in the content space, you can make like, let's do a drop down so I can show you what I was talking about. Post, let's put post type. Or I'll put content type. Doesn't have to be perfect, whichever you want it to be. Oop, I didn't do nothing. So let's do Instagram post. Let's do story, newsletter, girl, newsletter. And what's another one we do? Maybe we do threads. I don't think. And now I'll do YouTube since I know I do YouTube. Or you can even do a blog. You know what? We're just going to add all the things here. Okay. So you do that. And then you press save. And then we're going to go back to this list. And we're going to add the custom field here. Content type. Here you go. Content type. So as you can see right here, you'd be like, oh, oop, it updated. Content type. You'd be like, oh, that's an Instagram post. Then you can even have this filtered out where it's like you wanted to see it by its, hold on, by its content type. So say it's an Instagram post, and then it'll only show you the Instagram post based off it. And you can make this as different views. So you say it's news views, and then this would be Instagram. These are all my Instagram posts. So up here, it could be like your newsletters, your emails, your blogs. You could keep it all in one list and call that a day. Which now thinking about this, I probably could do this and limit how many spaces I have. So it makes sense, but I like having it separate. This is how simple you can make it. This is really it for ClickUp. This is your inbox where things pop in. Your replies, say if you're using this for your team, drafts, your channels, you don't have to worry about that. But your tasks, this is probably your favorite thing. All your tasks will pop up here as assigned to you. And then what's today, it'll even tell you what's overdue. Your personal list, say you want to have like some of the things that you need to do personally, you can hide it from your workspace. But that's really it. You don't even have to worry about anything else until you're ready. That's how you can make ClickUp so simple. Just make 2 lists, your admin and your content. Call it a day. And go from there. I do want to share my template if you want it. The link will be in the description below. But for the template, I kind of have made, based off me being a business, I kind of have everything separate. Because if you're getting used to getting your business kind of out of your brain, you kind of want all these different things. So marketing, I just had to list content, like I had said. Ideas of development. You can also make a form for the brain dump list if you want to. And then it will, if you have an idea for like a service or a product, it can go here. Product development. I've made this list because when I still have it, but in my business, when I'm like, oh, I want to focus on this, I want to make sure everything goes to this one task. Then that can be that one project. You can put it here. And then this is just an extra list. You can do whatever you want to do or delete it. And then the operations folder that I had was like your admin tasks, like we had talked about, subscription. Say you want to keep up with like, what am I paying for? How much it costs? Like, so you know, like before you get a new tool, you can add that here. Passwords and links. If you want to add the links to the tools you use or the course platforms or anything like that, you can put that here. And then SOP and library. As you're in your business and you're growing and you eventually want to add a team if you want to, and even if you're not adding a team, when you're trying to change the processes in your business, you need to be able to keep it all in one place. So you're like, oh, this is how I do my Instagram content, how I do my emails or something like that. So when you have somebody that you want to come in and do something for you, you could be like, oh yeah, here's the SOP, and you can share that with them. And you can also make the list. I don't know if you can make them docs or not, but you can make it a task. You can link the doc. And just as I said that, look at this. You could do a bunch of things. So you can make a task, myself for a response, meeting note, anything that you want to do. And then I think that was it for the template. But yeah, hold on. Yeah. And then future investments. I made this in ClickUp because, you know, as you're like on Threads or something, everybody's like, oh, let me do this. Or I have my program like, ooh, I would love to go to this. I would put the link there. And then I'm like, ooh, what do I want to buy? Or when I have extra money in my business, I'm like, ooh, I know I want to get something, but I don't remember. This would be perfect. And this is what I have. So that's it. And then you just make that a list and do what you will. And you can add the custom fields of like, what's the price? What is it for marketing? Is it for your systems? Is it for a template? You could make it custom as much as you want, and you can link to that person's sale page. But that's it. That's my template. The link is in my description, $25 for the template. And so you can just go here and make it your own. And even if you don't like the spaces, change the names, do what you will with it, and just make it your own. and keep it as simple as possible. But yeah, ClickUp can really be simple. Don't worry about all that ClickUp can do and just start with what you need it to do and build on it from there. If you love this video, let me know, comment, like, and subscribe. If you want me to go deeper into ClickUp and the different ways that you can use it, let me know. I can add that to my YouTube list. And if you're like, girl, this sounds great, I'll actually love you to build mine out. I do this in my VIP day. And one day I'll build a system that your business stops running on your memory at 3 a.m. and starts running on automation so you can close your laptop, spend time with your babies, and actually rest. If you're interested in that, the link is in my description below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.